Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Faye Hunter, and this is how I keep myself accountable with my trip to Japan. We are on day 76. We have not changed our funding, and we are going to get back to our word of the day. Because I found some stuff, and it's weird. Uh, I still haven't charged my Fitbit, so we don't have steps. Though I was chasing kids around a school for a fair chunk of today, so our steps are pretty fucking decent. So, yesterday we did animal cafes and realized not really my cup of tea. Today we're going to be looking at a different kind of cafe because there are two main kinds of cafes that are like gimmicky in Japan. One is animals, the other is maids. And boy, howdy, do they have some maid types. So we are going to go through some different kinds of maid cafes, some sketchy shit that you'll find if you do some research on it. And not even like the entire premise is a bit sketchy. It's basically the Japanese equivalent of Hooters, though, where you know what you're getting when you're going in there, and if you forget that while you're there, that's not really on the maids. But we're gonna go through a couple of websites for this. So we're gonna start over here in Made in Japan blog. Anime as fuck. Let's be real. That is what has made this become so prevalent. It's the anime and it's also the subservient culture. Because much as I hate it, there is a large subculture of men that want to be in charge and just don't have the capability of doing it themselves. So they go to places where they can pay people to do it. That's unfortunate. But our first kind of cafe that is very much bringing this to light is the moe. Moe is something to the effect of cute, but it's not. It's not actually cute because that's kawaii. But these these are your generic maid cafes where it's like everyone is being very cutesy. Uh, they may have like singing and dancing and your generic maid outfits. I don't know if these are French inspired or if it's just a weird coincidence, but these are your traditional style. Next up is classic or Victorian style cafes, which are very much the more French inspired, or what my mind calls French inspired. I don't know if it actually is, but that is going to be less cutesy, more, I want to say artisan. Uh, it's for when you don't want to feel like a creep looking at cutesy girls and still want to be following around maids, but you're still a creep. Uh, Number three, I should make a tier list of which one of these is creepiest. Because honestly, schoolgirl is probably up there. Because let's be real, most of the girls that work in these places are going to be either in their teens or early 20s and just wanting them to appear younger or act younger or living out those fantasies of yours. Creepy as shit. This is top tier creep. Modern traditional has everyone dressing up like they're in Bleach or Demon Slayer, where it is kimono and armor and not. It's more Japanese style attire as opposed to your Western attires and faux Western attires. Um, this is probably the least creepy of them. I need this to be bigger because I can't see it properly. It's train maids. And honestly, those are the best looking outfits we've seen so far. I'm going to say it. Train maids are exactly what they think. Uh, I feel like this is designed for the autistic community with their obsession with trains. I know at least 20 people that would be so down for this. myself included, to be honest. Uh, After this, though, we have the Sundere Maid Cafe. Now, you might not have seen these before, but I can guarantee you've seen something like Karen's, where it is a restaurant in Australia, in Sydney specifically, where people treat you like crap. Sorry, where the wait staff and the kitchen staff treat you like crap. Uh, this is the Japanese equivalent. Tsunderes are people that treat you coldly but warm up to you. You're not going to get the time and the character development for them to warm up, so they're just going to treat you like crap the entire time you're there. This is from a game show in Japan, because we've all seen weird game shows from Japan, or at the very least, we've seen things that reference them. Uh, but I'm sure there is a market for it. There's a market for Karens. I would much rather see Karens, but hey, that's just me. Then we got Nico, Neko. Let's be real. People like catgirls. It is a thing. Uh, Anytime they pop up, or any kind of like just, I've got an outfit with animal ears, all that's ever going to go through my head is God, I'm spacing. Mean Girls with the I'm a mouse, duh. Amanda Siegfried, I want to say. Let me know if I'm right down below. Uh, this, I don't know where this rates on the creepy scale. It depends on how furry you are. Though this isn't really that furry, I suppose. This, however, is creepy as fuck. The Little Sister Maid cafes. Because wanting people to be subservient was bad enough, you just had to make it a sister fetish. We're just gonna move straight the fuck on. This, I fucking love though. Android Maid cafes. Because a lot of cafes, not a lot. There are examples of cafes in Japan going completely automatic and being robotic. This is a great subversion. No, not subversion. It's a great reference to that, where they are getting their girls to be the robots that are taking over itself. Past this, there are some places that have theme days like Cat Days and apparently Glasses Days, as you can see down here. Cosplay Days. It's also full cosplay cafes, and the male equivalent, the butler cafes. Um, Sometimes they are women in flipping, but hey, I am all for us getting a little bit of equality in here. On top of this, because I've gone through a couple of websites for this, we've got Tokyo Cheapo. There's hobbyist cafes, which are like, we've got your Victorian style maids, but we've also got board games, and we've got manga, and we've got random crap like that. And people can come and talk to each other, and it's a great way to be like, hey, I know that game you're playing, it's dope. Introductions. Great thing to see. People need more of that kind of stuff in the general world in public. We've already looked through that. Then there's also just straight up cross-dressing maids. And if you are if you think this is weird, all I have to say to you is the best cross-dressing maid in the world is from my home. Not city, but country. There is a man, a magnificent man, who took over the Japanese wrestling scene because he had a gimmick. And that gimmick was cross-dressing. Why are the pictures always so small? This is, if we can zoom in on it. Damn. This is Ladybeard. His name's Richard. He is from Oz. He is part of a idol group. One of the kawaii metal style groups. And he is absolutely dope. He keeps that beard constantly. Sometimes it's different colors, but that's all that changes that. I would love to meet Ladybeard. I'd love to meet his entire group, but I would rather meet him than any of the other people in it. That's it for those two. Now, we're gonna get into the word because we're gonna jump over to First Time Friendly, which has a bunch of different words to know for enjoying maid cafes, like moe and kyun, and goshu jinsama, which they put down as slang for feeling good vibes. The problem is, sama is a person. If something ends in sama, it's always going to be referring to someone. Goshujin means master. So, slang for general feeling good vibes? No. Goshujin sama is the master, and it's irksome. Oju sama, female customer in maid cafe? Kind of. It just means rich woman. Because they're hoping that's what you are if you're a woman that comes into a maid cafe. But they kind of get it a little bit more right. Male customers in maid cafe, they're calling master. Female customers in maid cafe, they're calling rich woman. And Oshi is basically just, who the hell are you a huge fan of? I'm sure there's a word for that in English. I just cannot remember it off the top of my head. There's also different rules for these kinds of things, which are pretty simple. Don't be a dick, don't be a creep, don't touch people. And remember that these people are here to do a service. They are not interested in you. They do not want your number. They do not want you to wait for them after they finish work. Now, there is a reason why I'm doing maid cafes. And that is this. I don't like the concept of maid cafes. But the food at maid cafes always looks so fucking dope. Or so fucking cute. I want the cute food and the dope food, and I have to go through the creep to get. That's my frustration for the day. I do love this though. I would much rather go to this than a maid cafe, because dapper as hell is always a good option. But that's going to do it for today. This has been one of the longer videos for us. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Let us know if you were to go to one of these cafes, which kind would you like to go? Personally, if I'm going to a maid cafe, not a butler cafe, I'd like to go to that Android one. But that's just me. I've been Faye, you've been awesome, and I'll see you all tomorrow.